Hi and welcome back to Live and Breathe Horses. Today we're talking about respect. This comes up a lot in relation to our lovely horses, and I think it can be a bit confusing between if people really mean respect or do they mean obedience when they say my horse doesn't respect me. So what does respect even mean is a good place to start. So I think if we respect someone, it means we admire them. And when we feel respected, we feel seen and cared for and important. So if our horse respects us, I don't know, do we expect to feel admired and important? Well, important maybe, yes. I think the thing is that sticks out for me is the being seen. I wanted to make this video with Umo today, and when I came out to get him, I thought we'll go and do it out in the field where it's nice and grassy, and I came out to get him and I looked out and there's oh, I don't know if you can just see them over there. Umo and Bing, and I thought, oh no, where's Morisco? And he was here standing in the arena, just standing there looking around, which is quite strange for him. So I thought, well, let's just have him here and we'll do a bit of running around and exercise because, I mean, he seems okay. He looks a bit dozy, but he does have a slightly sore eye. You know, his lips are nice and pink. He's not dehydrated. He's not looking at his belly. He's interested in food because he came in and opened the feed bin and tried to get a sneaky snack. So not quite sure what's going on with him. But anyway, we'll give him some exercise and make sure everything's moving. And that'll be good for me to do some exercise as well instead of riding today, which of course is also exercise. Anyway, back to our respect. Morisco can just stand here and look rather sleepy. So I would start with that, apart from what does respect mean to you, to have a think about that, with do you respect yourself? Do I respect myself? Because if I don't respect myself, how can I expect respect from others, especially from my horse? So, you know, back to the care and importance and being seen, how much do we care for ourselves and give importance to what we do? And, you know, some admiration and respect for our own achievements and being. And, you know, are we upgrading our story of ourselves? Are we questioning our thoughts and judgments on ourselves? And can we find a place where we find respect for ourselves, you know, starting with small things. And I think that would be the first important part. And then maybe before I ask my horse to respect me, do I respect my horse? So that's the other side of looking at it that I often say to people, oh, my horse doesn't respect me. I say, well, do you respect him or her? And that for me means that I see my horse, you know, when they are having a certain kind of expression or behaviour, I'm paying attention and questioning what that's about, you know. I'm respecting, seeing, paying attention to their reactions and responses to the environment in general, and especially to me, you know. So if I'm doing something and my horse makes a grumpy face or puts their ears back, I don't necessarily jump on the, oh, you're not respecting me. You know, maybe I did something in a disrespectful way. You know, for example, we have a new farrier and we've unfortunately lost the old one, but the new one, he's very quick and busy in his work. So he arrived the other day and he just jumped straight into Morisco, straight into his foot. He didn't pause a moment to introduce himself or, I mean, not hello, this is me, but just, you know, give the horse a moment to acknowledge you're there. You know, he was right in there and it's like, and Morisco kind of went, what are you thinking? Turned around and nipped him on the bum, very gently, only the clothes. But you could say that was really disrespectful. But did that start with the farrier being disrespectful to him, you know? So yeah, you know, obviously not that you're going to let your horse do things like that. That could build up into something very undesirable, but to question it and repeat that again, you know, say, hey, can we just do that again and see if we get a better response because we paid attention first to the horse. So think about that a bit, you know, how do you respect your horse? in all ways. And then for the horse respecting us, we could talk about this for hours, or I could talk about it for hours. You know, there's so many different things. Does he respect the rope? Does he respect the legs? Blah, blah, blah. All different things we want to do with our horse. But I think the base of it all, I would start with the point of how horses are with each other. And that's all about who moves whose feet, isn't it? So when they're out together, you know, it's very clear he's the boss. And he just needs to look at one of the others and they will move their feet and move away. You know, he doesn't need to do much else. And, you know, where does the respect, where is that? Okay, admiration and feeling important and where is it fear? You know, I think mine have quite a good relationship, but I have seen horses, you know, being the boss out in the field with other horses, and the other horses look clearly quite afraid of the lead horse, you know. And is that respect? Is that a different kind of respect? You know, it's very good to look into and question these things. So if my horse respecting me, back to that, it's all about moving the feet. So I would expect if I walk into my horse with energy that he would move out my way and in a respectful you know, in a soft, submissive or giving way, you know, and not because he's afraid of me. So I think a good test for that would be to move, you know. If I wanted him to move, if I came in at the side here and wanted him to move, at what point does he move? Yeah, see, he's already moving away a bit out my space. You know, does he give me that space that I can move in and he'll move out the way? And if he doesn't, I just need a small touch. And if I did the same thing softly and not with, you know, not with power and intention to get him to move, Biscuit. This is why I was going to use, oh, sorry, we're out of camera. Come here, come. Could you get Umo for this video? See, is he disrespecting the rope or is he just not listening? So, you know, and you can try that walking into all different parts of your horse's body. Let's see if we can do a little bit and stay on camera. So if I walked into his hindquarters here, you know, will he move away easily? And, you know, if I did the same thing with no energy and intention, would he stay there? And maybe that's a good way to see the difference if it's respect or fear, you know. If you can have your horse noticing the difference in your energy and intention. Look, now you're showing your big dirty patch on your butt, Biscuit. Come round here. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. You can put a comment on the box below. And we're going to get on and respectfully do some running around the arena together. And we just need to keep an eye on him today and hopefully he's okay. You know, it's rather strange for him to choose to stand in here rather than out in the field. You know, they have the gate open so they can always choose to come in and out. There's no shelter out in the field and they have the water in here in the arena. So they do have that gate open, but for him to choose here than there, he's definitely not his usual self. He did have that, and funny, it's the same time last year because I remember it was just after we arrived and he was following me all around the field when I was poo picking, and I thought, what's up with him? He's acting very strangely. And he had a bit of temperature, but I did get the vet in, but we never did find out anything that was wrong with him. He got better on his own, so that's a good point. I haven't actually taken his temperature, so we'll do that and see how he's feeling. So anyway, there we are. Respect. What does that mean for you? Do you respect yourself? Do you respect your horse before you expect your horse to respect you? That's a bit of a happier face, Biscuit. So I've taken his temperature, it's normal. We've done about 30 minutes, like nice energetic walking around the arena together with a little bit of gentle trot. And I'm just going to turn him back out and see. Look, he's looking in the feed room again. He says, can I get into that feed bin? No, you can't, Biscuit, because I've shut the door this time. Let's see if he wants to go back out with his friends now. Such a gorgeous day. No, we're not going to eat the grass here. Come on. And that big fat bum. I have put his rug on because it's actually only about 5 degrees. He's like, oh, are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Maybe I'll come back in. No, you're not coming back in. Let's leave him a moment and see what he does. Come on. Can you hear that? It's the geese flying south. They've just started yesterday. If you can see them up in the sky there, probably not. Those big V shapes. Not dead keen to go out in the grass. You just love me, Biscuit. I mean, he's curious and interested in everything that's going on. There's some deer in the field over there. Caught his attention, so the thing of being curious and engaged with the environment is always a good sign. Not feeling too ill. I'm probably being overly cautious. You know what we're like with our horses. Hey, Biscuit. I just want to come in and have a little kiss. Look at that biscuity nose. Look at that biscuity nose. Mwah. Oh well. There we go. Apparently he's decided it is nice to be out eating grass. What do you think, Biscuit? There's still deer over there. Where's the other two? There they are. Okay, that's our little PS onto the end of our video today. Biscuit seems to be fine, but we'll be keeping an eye on him. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's a beautiful day. You know those clear, cool, crisp days. It's like a real proper autumny morning. So thank you for joining us. Keep tuning into the light and we'll look forward to see you next time.